Hi everybody, I'm Joe. This is Joe Is, and this is War on the Sea. We will continue our campaign against the Japanese here. A lot of our aircraft are coming back to the mainland now. I think in this episode we go ahead and see if we can use some of these 211 command points that we have managed to accrue. Before that, looks like we have Task Force 3 that looks like it's probably going to be another submarine attack, so we'll go ahead and begin that. Go ahead and start the camp mission. Let's look around. Let's go ahead and get our active sonar on and all that, and I'll bring you back when we've made contact with the enemy sub. Oh, there she is. Right off of our left side here. Let's go ahead and queue up an attack on her. We'll have to keep an eye out for torpedoes. I have encountered a bug where it seems like they're not firing their torpedoes. I don't know if this is needs to be patched or what, but I haven't seemed to be either that or they're out, and I may be completely wrong with it. But yeah, they either don't fire or don't have any torpedoes to fire. It's kind of weird. But I will bring you back when we're starting our torpedo run, because it looks like she is not firing her torpedoes again. So I'll bring you back. First bomb and run we have on here. I say bomb and run. Depth charge run. Oh, that looks like a good one right there. Boom. Yes, left side. And her props immediately shut down. She is dead in the water. Good to see it. Good to see it. And of course, I forgot to get the second destroyer to attack, so she just came right over. We'll need to get our destroyers turned around so they can actually engage. We'll go ahead and sit here and wait a sec. She may end up sinking because that was a really good hit. Alright, we sat here for some time. It looks like we're going to have to send another attack run on them. And I got to course correct these destroyers. Otherwise, they're about to hug each other, and we don't need that. But yeah, we sat there for a little bit. She looks like she is going to survive, so we're going to go ahead and do another depth charge run on her. So I'll bring you back when we are coming over top of her. Alright, we're back. I had a little issue with the Radford. Apparently, she really just wanted to do donuts. I guess she was thinking Tokyo Drift here, but so I'm having to manually bring her in on it. The USS Fletcher is right now stationed off of behind us, keeping the Type B submarine in her sonar so that the Radford can make an attack run. But for whatever reason, the AI sometimes tends to do that. I've seen it a lot with aircraft. I didn't know it was possible with ships, but yeah, the AI needs a little bit of work in this game. Like I said, it's a pretty new game, so they're still working out some of the bugs. But what it is a very, very amazing game. I'm hoping that in the future they bring in some new designs. Maybe the Mediterranean. I think they've been speaking of they're going to do the Mediterranean. Hopefully the Atlantic. I'd love to see the Atlantic, but I don't think they said they were going to do that. But this game is extremely moddable, so I don't see why they couldn't. I'll go ahead and bring her to a slow, go about 2 knots here, and go ahead and straighten her out and see where she's at below us, because we seem to be right on top of her. Oh, and she just blew her tanks, which means she is coming to the surface, so we are not going to waste our depth charges on her. We are going to get out of the way because I believe we're right on top of her. And we're going to bring both the Fletcher and the Radford around so that we can get a good broadside and we can open up with our cannons instead. We'll save some ammo this way. And I think I will do manual fire on this, being that she's dead in the water. The AI may miss, and I know that manual fire is very accurate if you can pull it off. So we'll go ahead and get her sighted in. Go ahead and stop the attack run. Go ahead and get manual fire on. I'll wait to see her come to the surface, and we'll open her up like a can opener. Get sighted in. She's currently 260 yards, and we're extending our distance a little bit here. But in naval capacity, she is basically point blank range. Oh, there she is. She has just popped to the surface, so let's send her back down. The guns are turning to face her, and they are opening up now. Direct hits. She's done. She's gone. She's gone. One shot miss there. Yep, and that's it. She is going to the bottom. She just played peekaboo, and we just played whack-a-mole. That is going to do it for this battle. Let's go ahead and back to the campaign map. And we will continue on until we find something interesting to see. USS Wasp is getting closer back to base, and I think we go ahead and reload her full of supplies and her convoy. And we'll get her sent back to Rennell Island. And I think we'll have enough to upgrade, I believe, the island at this point. Once these supplies get to the island to a level 3 or 4. Which will give us an additional bombers. I think it'll upgrade us from 4 to 8. Which that'll be good. Alright, the USS Wasp's group is loaded up and ready to go. Go ahead and send them back. It'll take them about 35 hours to reach Rennell Island. Alright, and I think we go ahead and do something that y'all been asking for. And we go ahead and get our new group up. And a lot of y'all have asked for it. A lot of y'all want it. And I'm personally a fan of this ship. It's a most decorated warship of all times. We're going to go ahead and bring in, if I can click on the right buttons here, we'll go with the Yorktown class, and we will bring in the Big E, the Gray Ghost. Let's bring her on board. And this group is going to be an actual attack group. This isn't just going to be a convoy escort like we have with the Wasp right now. We actually need to get a smaller carrier for her, and we'll get her own task force that'll be attacking. But let's go ahead and get proper escort for her, and I think we'll go ahead and get a Wichita class heavy cruiser here for her. Simply because her secondary guns can be used as dual purpose, meaning that they can fire at both ship and air targets, giving us a greater air defense, if you will. Alright, we're going to go ahead and bring in the USS Wichita. Welcome to the Pacific. We'll go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and get a couple destroyers here. Of course, I'm a huge fan of the Fletcher class, so we'll go ahead and get 2 of them. Looks like the USS Nicholas and O'Bannon are going to be the Big E's escort. I think we go ahead and get another heavy cruiser for this group. That way we'll have 2 heavy cruisers. I want to get a light cruiser and 2 destroyers. I think we'll make a very good potential defense for if something comes across us. Because I think we're going to send the Big E here to the Coral Sea and protect the island so that next time we don't have to sacrifice our fighters in such a manner. And we can actually defend those areas from the Japanese. I've looked over all the stats. I think we go ahead and get a Pensacola class. I think it'd be best suited for the group. This is the first one. We had a lot of AA. This one will have a lot of just armor and general speed and keep up with things. So we'll go ahead and get the Pensacola. And I think we get 1 more cruiser. But we'll go for a light cruiser that'll allow us to kind of bridge the gap in between the destroyers and the heavy cruisers. I've looked over and I believe the Cleveland class will be the best one for it. She again can use her secondaries as antique aircraft guns, so we'll go ahead and put them in. That'll give us a total of 6 ships in this fleet. We'll go ahead and get them in a column here. I want to get them tied up, a pretty tight group, therefore we can have some good AA coverage in all zones. Alright, we'll go ahead and get the Grey Ghost heading towards the Coral Sea. And now that it is daytime as well, I'll go ahead and get her aircraft up and operational and getting them scouting the area out and make sure that the zone in front of us is clear. And I'll bring you back if we see anything. Alright, the USS Wasp has made it to Rennell Island. I'll go ahead and unload her cargo. Unload all cargo. Click the button. And we got quite a bit of supplies on this island now. Let's go ahead and send her back. And then we'll look at upgrading Rennell Island here. Yes, we have enough. Let's go ahead and upgrade her to a level 4. That will increase our flight capabilities to 4 more Wildcats and 4 more Avengers for a total of 8. So we have quite the power now to actually put up a defense against potential enemy ships. And as you can see, the USS Enterprise has pretty much made her way into the Coral Sea. And from there, she'll be patrolling and protecting the island of New Guinea and the stay off the coast of here of Australia. Make sure that her flights are, well, she's within range to attack anybody who comes in this area. And we've got, so I believe we'll start seeing some battleships from the Japanese coming this way. They usually do, at least. I was moving the Big E a little closer up when the USS Tambor has found a enemy attack group in the coming into the Guadalcanal slot here. So let's go ahead and see what she sees. And of course, it's a nighttime map. I can kind of barely make them out over there. Let's go ahead and target the lead ship here. Looks like a good old cruiser. We'll go ahead and I think we're in a good position. We can actually just kill the engines here and just kind of float slowly towards them. Yeah, we'll just stop. Go ahead and set up our torpedo spread here. We'll unclick manual fire. Go ahead and get a volley of 6. Still got torpedoes in there, and I think we go with a 4-degree spread on them. I want it to be a little bit tighter. 33, 36 solution on them, 35. So we are pretty much maxed out on solution unless we get closer, which I really don't feel like it. So we'll go ahead and get those little fish in the water. We'll go ahead and brake to the left over here. And head left. We'll go ahead and hit the retreat button sounded up so we can retreat if need be. And we'll go ahead and dive. Go ahead and fast forward time here a little bit. And I will be back for the fireworks. Alright, torpedoes are coming in sight now. Looks like we might get 3, 4. Alright, first one's coming in now. Good hit. Another hit. And another hit. Barely getting that last one in. That's 3 torpedoes right to her left side there. She is hurting. It looks like she's already starting to slow. She's slowing down big time. But she is on fire. She's got some internal problems going on. I'm sure she's got flooding. She's not really listing too bad for getting 3 torpedoes to one side, but her back end sure is touching the water line. It's almost lapping over at this point. Man, barely holding on there in the back end. Looks like our torpedoes are not going to hit anything else, so it's just going to be the heavy cruiser here. And she's still making some speed, but not much. Go ahead and fast forward here just a little bit more. And she's still smoking. I'll go ahead and fast forward time until we find something else new. Normally, I would continue playing this game, but we kind of have a problem. Those two destroyers are coming right for us, so I'm going to have to retreat out of this map. Well, she stopped smoking anyway, so she's going to make it. And that's going to make it for this day's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, and God bless, and I'm out. Love y'all.